Here we go. They're in the gate. Away and running at the fairgrounds. War Ensign broke short. Good speed from in between horses. Honest Angus and Last Penalty in the green cap is right there, along with Itty Bitty, part of the pursuit of Honest Angus, who dashed to the front for Colby Hernandez. Leading on debut, Honest Angus in front of War Ensign, who tracks with Itty Bitty third between horses. Last Penalty has the rail. Two hands full, and the yellow cap is some 4 lengths off of Honest Angus as they enter the far turn. Abby Dabby second to last and beaten for speed. Sweet as Bailey trails here and the Sunday opener. The quarter for Honest Angus in 23.29 seconds, but now with inside 3 furlongs to go. It's Honest Angus just in front. Mitch Morrill and War Ensign. Right there, the first favorite now looming up. Honest Angus spins them in. 2 hands full coming wide. Toward the inside, Last Penalty is right there. Lost Penalty has a gap. Does Last Penalty looking to drive through. It's War Ensign who went to the front. 2 hands full now. Comes to take on the leader, War Ensign, with 1 furlong to go. Last Penalty through into third from Honest Angus, who flashed speed but has dropped back. Sweet as Belly from the back of the field. It's War Ensign. War Ensign, the daughter of Midshipman. War Ensign and 2 hands full. War Ensign. War Ensign has won it from 2 hands full by a length. Last Penalty third. Sweet as Bailey finished fourth. The Roffin sprinting. Mr. Creed was a bit slow to go. San Mateo Cat's come charging out. San Mateo Cat right there is My Sweet Summer, and toward the inside. Now here's Mr. Creed after breaking just a beat slow. Mr. Creed has come away in front for Jose Rodriguez. Leads by 3/4 length to a close-up San Mateo Cat, and My Sweet Summer is right there as well as they vie for it in back of Mr. Creed, who leads past the half mile with Montana Rose fourth on the rail. Then on the far outside is Conflicting Tales, and toward the inside, Rosie's Angus. The opening quarter in 22.83 seconds now with 3 furlongs to go. It's Mr. Creed. Right there is My Sweet Summer, who looms up for Edgar Morales on even terms, these two. My Sweet Summer with Mr. Creed as these maiden 3-year-old fillies straighten for the quarter pole. And sweeping on the outside, Conflicting Tales. Toward the rail is Montana Rose, Rosie's Angus, and the one who tailed off was San Mateo Cat. Half mile in 47.23 seconds. Mr. Creed with 1 furlong to go. It's Mr. Creed who's dug her heels in to My Sweet Summer in full stretch and trying to rally late here. It's Mr. Creed, My Sweet Summer, Conflicting Tales, and Rosie's Angus. My Sweet Summer to get and beat Mr. Creed by a half length. Conflicting Tales third, and Rosie's Angus finished fourth. Good luck. If you have a pick 6 bet on, they're in the gate. And they're off. Nice line out. There's Dixie Street with Bootsy's Galaxy flashing speed between horses, and Baseball Lover now has come to the forefront here for Raylu Gutierrez. Baseball Lover dashed to the lead from Dixie Street to the first furlong and a half. Bootsy's Galaxy with the red cap is joined by My Man Louie as they head toward the far turn, a break of 2.5. To Hostile of Fleet, who's running in fifth. Then Jeb's Lucky 8 and the Yellow Silks with a red cap. Cohere with the rail at the 3.5, and Flashy Premio trails. The quarter was 23.06 seconds. These Louisiana breds round the far turn. And at the inside, it's Baseball Lover who continues to dispute it with My Man Louie as they come toward the quarter pole. My Man Louie gains the edge. Dixie Street, Baseball Lover, and right there is Bootsy's Galaxy. Bootsy's Galaxy looks to gain in between horses. They've straightened away after a half mile in 46.64 seconds. My Man Louie in front. It's My Man Louie. Bootsy's Galaxy now has forged ahead. Dixie Street and Hostile Fleet is launching a late bid. Jeb's Lucky 8 toward the rail. They come inside the final half furlong with Colby Hernandez. Bootsy's Galaxy. Bootsy's Galaxy wins again. Hostile Fleet was second. My Man Louie third, and Dixie Street finished fourth. Over the 5.5 furlongs ready. And they're off. Cloud Without Rain broke sharp. Cloud Without Rain quickly engaged toward the inside by Call Me Q, and Little Man Can right there between horses. State School Smart gallops along in fourth through the first furlong. Then it's a break of 5 more. The newcomer Flying Carolina trails the maiden quintet as they head toward the far turn. With Traylon Albert, it's Call Me Q who leads by 3/4 length. with right there on the outside, Cloud Without Rain, making his 13th run. Close up for Adamus Skitsa as James Graham moves. State School Smart into position. State School Smart coming with 3-path progress. Call Me Q leads them toward the quarter pole. Then toward the inside for Relu Gutierrez. Little Man Can straightens away in 4th. And with Erica Murray, Flying Carolina last of the 5. Under a quarter of a mile to go. Call Me Q. Call Me Q has opened up. Call Me Q has come clear by a half dozen lengths, leaving Cloud Without Rain, Little Man Can, and State School Smart back in 4th. Then Flying Carolina with Traylon Albert. Call Me Q, the Iowa bred, with a double-digit win by a dozen from Cloud Without Rain. Then Little Man Can, State School Smart on the wire with Flying Carolina for 4th. All in line. Ready. The Rolfing sprinting. Midnight Hunter in the black cap. Faux flashing speed, and Fast and Furious comes dashing out now for Traylon Albert to the front. It's Fast and Furious who leads. Faux and Midnight Hunter with right there toward the inside Fowler Castle, who starts a move. Fowler Castle gains second and is going after Fast and Furious as they move past the half-mile pole. Then toward the inside is Cat 5 in 5th. Then Ronnie's Reasoning and G's Law has dropped back to 7th and last. The quarter went past in 22.86 seconds at 4-5. The favorite Fast and Furious takes them to 3 furlongs from home, length and a half. Fowler Castle running second, 3/4 length. Midnight Hunter in third, a length to Faux in 4th, as Fast and Furious has gotten away to a 5-length lead as they turn for home at the quarter pole with the rail is Cat 5. G's Law just relegated Ronnie's Reasoning to last. They've straightened away. Half mile in 46.79 seconds. Drifted well clear. Fast and Furious now tends to jink in. Fast and Furious kept to the task by Traylon Albert with Cat 5 closing along the rail. Cat 5 trying to reel Fast and Furious in. Then Faux Midnight Hunter, G's Law is 5th. Here's Cat 5 up the rail for Edgar Morales and past. It's Cat 5, the son of Verrazano. Cat 5 out to the maiden ranks. Fast and Furious was second. Then Faux, G's Law, and Midnight Hunter was next, well clear. Like Bishop's Bay, both won here on sprint debut for Brad Cox. 2-5, Bishop's Bay at 1 mile and 70 yards in the gate. And they're off. First Defender, Demolition Duke broke outward, and Bishop's Bay, and the red cap is right there. And from the rail, Motown Missile and T.C. Stevens in his first career ride in the royal blue and white halves, but it's First Defender with 7 furlongs to run. First Defender leads, Motown Missile takes back, and Bishop's Bay glides up on the outside as they go to the back of the track with Demolition Duke now 4th upon settling by 3. 3 on the tree is running second to last, and Princely trails the sextet, making this backstretch run. 24.69 lead seconds. It's First Defender. With Brian Hernandez Jr., First Defender dictates the field, 5 furlongs to go. Bishop's Bay close up there for Florent Giroux. Then comes Motown Missile, who's running in 3rd. Demolition Duke for Colby Hernandez in 4th place, and they have a half mile to run. With Deshaun Parker, 3 on the tree, still second to last. And James Graham and Princely at 27-1 remains last of the sextet. The half mile for First Defender, 50.52. They round the far turn. This is 3 furlongs from home, and here's Bishop's Bay. Bishop's Bay up to take on First Defender, nearing the quarter pole. Demolition Duke, Motown Missile in 4th. Bishop's Bay and First Defender as these 3-year-olds come to the top of this daunting fairground stretch. We trail back then to Princely and finally 3 on the tree. 3/4 went in 1 minute 15.13 seconds. Bishop's Bay battles First Defender, 1 furlong to go. Bishop's Bay just has the advantage. First Defender, Demolition Duke, charging hard on the outside. So it's the Brad Cox 2 in a battle to the line. Demolition Duke and Bishop's Bay. Bishop's Bay. Bishop's Bay dug in to win from Demolition Duke. First Defender finished 3rd. They're in the gate. They're off. Mosa Handful races out. Mosa Handful, Promise Me a Ride. Scat Dance starts an early bid. Tap the Drum is 4th, and the gray Godolphin newcomer, Gettleman, has dropped back to last as they enter the first turn. It's Scat Dance. So Scat Dance is up and after the front for Brian Hernandez Jr., just inside 7 furlongs to go. Scat Dance went to the lead. In front here, Mosa Handful, who's joined on the outside by Promise Me a Ride to be a joint second. It's Scat Dance who leads them up the back. And then comes, after 3 lengths, Tap the Drum, who's second to last, and Gettleman trail still. The opening quarter covered in 24.08 seconds. Scat Dans, the son of Justified, dictates terms. Colby Hernandez has the newcomer Promise Me a Ride just outside the leader's quarters. With Jareth Ludbury, Moza Handful in the royal blue, Florent Giroux and Tap the Drum, starting a bit on the outside of Moza Handful as they go past the half-mile pole, and with Relu Gutierrez. Gettleman still trails the quintet, half-mile in 48.18 seconds. They round the far turn, just over 3 furlongs to go, and in front here, Promise Me a Ride took the lead from Scat Dans, who's dropped back sharply now to last. Promise Me a Ride toward the quarter pole from the Grays. Tap the Drum and Gettleman sweeps on the outside as these maiden three-year-olds head past the quarter pole. Moza Handful and Scat Dans after 3 quarters. In 1 minute 13.47 seconds. Promise Me a Ride for Colby Hernandez into this final furlong. Promise Me a Ride leads by 4 to Gettleman, who's disputing second with Tap the Drum. Then comes Moza Handful. Scat Dans is well beaten with Colby Hernandez for Brad Cox. Promise Me a Ride, the son of Mastery. Promise Me a Ride. First up on debut, won by 4.5 from Tap the Drum, who edges Gettleman. Moza Handful finish fourth. Last of the day, all in. And the rough. Crider Chase, Stars Dream flashing speed. They're joined by Lady Churchill, who's going for an early bid. It's Crider Chase, who just leads. Lady Churchill close. Stars Dream broke sharp, now in third. And Storm in fourth, with Caitlin's Court in fifth as they round the first turn. Then comes Startwell with the red cap. I don't know either with the rail. And Z-Rock has drifted back to last after a couple of furlongs out in front. Still these two, Crider Chase and Lady Churchill, second on the outside. It's a break of 2, and Storm in third. Stars Dream with the purple cap. Caitlin's Court is running in fifth. Then comes Startwell, I don't know either, and Z-Rock trails the mile here in the Sunday finale. The first 2 of 8 furlongs in 24.94 seconds, nearing the half-mile pole. Crider Chase just leads for Juan Vargas. Lady Churchill close up for Jose Rodriguez. Stars Dream is right there, nibbling at the leader's heels for Aubrey Green with Anstorm in fourth. Then comes Caitlin's Court in fifth. Startwell is 9 lengths off these leaders. We trail back still to I don't know either, and Z-Rock remains last. The half mile here in the breezy Big Easy in 49.89 seconds. Just over a quarter of a mile to go. Lady Churchill has taken the top from Crider Chase with Anne's Storm, third on the outside. Then Stars Dream, Caitlin's Court, Startwell, I don't know either, and Z-Rock as these fillies and mares straighten for the short stretch of the mile. Lady Churchill and Storm now coming with a bid for Joe Stokes. Here's Anne Storm, who's taking the lead from Lady Churchill in the final furlong. And then Crider Chase, Stars Dream, Caitlin's Court, and Startwell. It's Anne Storm. Anne Storm edges away. Anne Storm wins by 3. Second was a photo between Crider Chase and Lady Churchill. Fourth photo, Stars Dream and Z-Rock.